Looks like I have the place to myself because this is the parking lot. I'm sure school groups and stuff come here, but for right now, I have it to myself. It's a pretty big place and there's a lot of hiking trails, some of which are kind of moderate to strenuous, so I'm not sure how much hiking I can manage, but this is the trail to the main building, so let's check it out. It's stunning already. It's just so green and pretty right now, my goodness. Have my little binoculars with me. I'm hoping to maybe see some nests of egrets. And this is definitely what I would consider to be a wonderful micro escape. It just took me about an hour to get here from my home, and it was absolutely stunning drive. Very rural, and the last part of it was just gorgeous along the water. Here are the seagulls. That right there, that shot right there kind of reminds me of Lake Tahoe. I actually need to find the restroom. Drank a lot of iced tea. There's some private residences around here. I'm not sure if that's a private residence, but man, lucky them, right? To live out here. I would just love to live out here in a rural area like this. I mean, stunning. You definitely would want to take up hobbies and stuff, though, because there's not going to be a lot of things to do since you're not close to a city or even a small town. I think I see, oh my gosh, what do you call it? I'm forgetting the name. I think it's a great egret. I kind of get them mixed up with the herons. The waves are really going today. It's a little windy. This used to be called, as I mentioned before, the Audubon Society. They do have several Audubon Society places all over the Bay Area, but for the most part you have to join in on the calendar activities and make a reservation, and they're hard to come by, I've already realized, although this one was easy to secure. But when they have like a group activity planned, it's kind of hard to snag one. You have to be right on top of it. Because there's a birding event coming up that I wanted to do, which was in my area where I live, but it was already full. But it's so exciting that I could make a private appointment to come here. I just love it. Yeah, I should have brought my jacket, actually. I might have to walk back to my car to get my jacket, because now closer to the water it's a bit cooler. It was kind of hot up where I was parked in the sun, but now that I'm closer to the water it's a little cooler. I'm gonna go see if I can find a restroom, because I think this is the main building. There's deer up there. Can you believe this is the bathroom view? Wouldn't you love to live in a house where you've got a view like this? Oh my God, I feel like I'm on a boat. Wow, that is trippy. The water's like right there. Love it. Okay, that's what I think I saw in the distance a minute ago. Such a gorgeous bird. I believe that's the great egret. Looks like they have a really lovely classroom here, or conference room. I love the bay windows. Always have loved bay windows. Again, what a view, right? Of course, they probably have a lot of cool books. Illustrated Flora of the Pacific States. Very cool. The Ecology of Plants. I am a Taurus astrologically, and we are an earth sign, and I loved the earth sciences in college. It's beautiful. I got a wood burning stove. So far I haven't run into any staff. The gentleman that I corresponded with said he might be out on the field. He's probably a naturalist, which I think would have been a really cool career to have. He said something about in his email there's a marsh that I can walk around, a trail, so I'll have to look for that. But wow, yeah, that's pretty strong current. Right now it's, oh gosh, probably about 11:45 a.m. and, you know, it's a little late for me to see some of the birds in their behavior, because they usually, the best times to see birds is in the early mornings, which is challenging for me. I mean, I usually get up around 7:30, but you know, I have to travel like an hour to get to the coast. So, yeah, I'd have to get up at 5:30 or something to make it work. Okay, well, I haven't decided yet on my jacket. Solar panels, very cool. Deer over there, and then near the boathouse. The gentleman that I corresponded with told me we are in tick season, so I need to be careful and definitely check myself once I get back to my car. Unfortunately, I'm wearing dark colored clothing, which isn't ideal. I freaked out because I saw a tick in my car recently on the dashboard. Went somewhere, picked up a tick. Okay, well, this trail is kind of petering out here. So I don't think this is the way to the Marsh Trail. Wow, little beach, sweet. I have a reservation again a couple of years ago I stayed at Tomales Bay campground in my RV, and I went ahead and made another reservation. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be right on the water, pretty close to the water. I have my binoculars around my neck, so I'm just going to stop filming and take a look through my binoculars, see what I can see. Well, this feels like a trail going around the marsh, so this might have been what they were talking about. But it's very short. Beautiful little purple flowers. Sweet. Oh, wait a second, I see a trail down there. I think that's probably the trail. It goes around the marsh that's down there. Oh, good, okay. I stopped at my favorite little bakery this morning, French bakery, and for breakfast, I was a bad girl. I don't go very often, but when I do, I treat myself. I got an almond croissant that was out of this world, delicious. The French bakery put some kind of a filling in it. It just makes it so delicious and covers it with almonds. And it's oh, this is beautiful. Just the right amount of crispiness and crunch. It's just, you got that soft filling and the crunchy almonds and the crunchy croissant. It's just delicious. And I went ahead and got one of their little sandwiches too. And hopefully I can find a spot to sit and eat my lunch, because it's about lunchtime. But this is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Talk about a micro escape, right? I truly am fortunate to live where I live, and that's why I keep falling in love with the San Francisco Bay Area over and over again, because it just has everything. I mean, even mountains, It's stunning. And I live so close to it, you know, within an hour. I watched this YouTube video of this chef who forages for mushrooms, and he found these chicken mushrooms, I guess they call it, growing on oak trees, and they're supposed to be plentiful in late summer, early September. So I'm going to be on the lookout for those because I want to give them a try. It's only April right now, so it's way too early. But I've always been interested in foraging. But mushrooms, you have to be super careful. So I'm going to make sure. They usually grow right out of the oak tree, and they're kind of a beautiful orange peachy color. I hate to disturb them, but there's two seagulls, one on each side of the bridge there. That's so cute. Just hanging out. So pretty. It looks like a pretty good hike around it. It's a pretty big marsh, actually. I kind of wish I could run into the fellow that I corresponded with and ask him where are the egrets nesting, but maybe in those trees up there. I will pull out my binoculars and take a look. Oh, there's these little sweet orange flowers. Purple flower, lavender flowers, I should say. More purple flowers. Look what I found for me to sit and have my sandwich for lunch. Is that perfect or what? I didn't want to have to sit on the ground because of ticks. So this is so perfect. Oh my God, I can't even explain. It's so peaceful. Lapping waves. The birds. It's just so easy to be so present and, you know, not letting your mind drift off to painful thoughts, but just be present. So it feels so good. It's a little windy, so I'm not sure if you're even going to be able to hear my voice because it's so windy. I actually decided not to sit there. And the grass was really tall, and where my feet would have been sitting would have been, and I didn't want any ticks crawling up my leg. Ticks can really be really bad out here at the coast. The house that we were at for the bathroom. So pretty. They do put out trail cameras And there are mountain lions out here. Even bears. But I'm not sure if... Yeah, I think they're actually everywhere, so... They're kind of coming back. Now, I don't know which way to go here. I have this choice. That choice looks like it's going around the marsh. This trail looks like it's going up and continuing around the Tomales Bay. I'm going to explore it a little further and see where it goes. Oh, there's some kind of a antenna here. Maybe this is where the trail camera is. Okay, and this is actually the end of the trail here. So yeah, solar powered. Pelican storm case. Yep, that looks like a trail camera. Well, no, wait, I don't see. I thought I saw a lens there, but I don't. So yeah, I don't know what this is. But yeah, pretty views. Just gone up a little bit in elevation. It's so pretty. Now there's no breeze and the sun is very warm. Well, pretty warm, not very warm. Just right, really. Nothing like eating in nature. Something about it. Well, that was a very tasty sandwich. It was a turkey with crunchy onion on it, and the bread was delicious. The French really know how to do bread. Continuing around the marsh on the grassy trail here. I did look in the trees behind me with my binoculars, and I could not find any nests. That's the one thing, you know, like you have to have a lot of patience to be a birder, because especially to try to find them amongst trees, because the trees, you know, are obviously blocking your view, and so it's just difficult to find anything. So I didn't spend too much time, but I feel like I see something up there, so I don't know, maybe I'll look again through my binoculars and see if I can find any nest. But yeah, it's challenging to find birds or nests in these rather thick trees here. Yeah, I actually think I see a nest up there. I could see, the leaves and the branches and stuff, but I couldn't see any little babies in there or any movement. So I'm just going to carry on with my hike here. This is the boardwalk. He mentioned to watch my step on the boardwalk. Very nice. It's interesting because it's very humid in here. I'm sure it's because of all the plants, and then I think, it's parts of the year there's water underneath this boardwalk. Incredibly peaceful. Amazingly, I'm not encountering too many bugs or mosquitoes or flies. Well, a fly just went by. What a pretty flower that is. I'm enjoying all the little tiny flowers. Very cool to see. Is this poison oak? I've never ever gotten poison oak on my skin, thank God. There's kind of a fake poison oak here at the coast, so it's hard to tell what's real and what's not. I'm actually really loving this solitude. I'm feeling like I have this place to myself. It's pretty darn awesome. I can just really focus on what's around me and listen to the sounds. Betcha there's some raccoons that live in here somewhere. They're probably sleeping, and some opossums. We have a lot of oh my God, I'm blanking on the name of the small cat. Bobtail cat. I was just picturing their bobtail. Oh, aren't the ferns beautiful? That is gorgeous. I did not expect this kind of environment. This is feeling lush and tropical. So pretty here. Peace. See my view? I just discovered that one way you can kind of possibly spot a nest is to spot a bird flying into the tree, like I did just a couple of minutes ago. I saw a bird flying into the tree right up there on that branch, and I looked through my binoculars and I can't quite tell. It could be a great egret, or it could be a Canadian goose, because I could just see only the back. But as I was looking through my binoculars, it was hard to keep them steady, and they were kind of bouncing around and making me a little dizzy. So now I understand why a lot of bird watchers put their binoculars on a tripod. So that's the way to go. And once you spot, set up your tripod and look through, because it's just, it's hard to keep your arms up and look for a long time and keep it still. All right, now we can get a better view. Yeah, I don't know what kind of bird that is. It's neither a goose or a great egret. And actually, I don't think it's a nest. He's just hanging out. Well, finished my beautiful hike. I've been here already a couple of hours, over a couple of hours actually, and just came back to the main building, and still haven't seen any staff, but I found this wonderful little window area, viewing area inside without the wind, so thought I'd sit here for a while and enjoy watching the birds. I just saw some seagulls diving into the water, and then one caught a fish, and then the other two were trying to take it away from him. But it's just so peaceful and so pretty here. What a wonderful micro escape today. Just so great to get out, and I'm just grateful and thankful that I have a schedule these days that allows me to do these micro escapes like this. Especially midweek, it's difficult because I do still work. Not full-time, just part-time, but it still kind of ties me to my home, during the week. So I feel like my camping adventures have to be more on the weekends, where that's, not as nice for me because it's just a lot more people out. But thankfully I can do these micro escapes where I live, during the week, and I can come on middle of the week when there's hardly anybody around. So I'm so grateful that I have an open enough schedule that I can do things like this, because it's just wonderful for my soul and my nervous system, and I just overjoyed to be out here watching nature and the beauty of where I live, so I feel very fortunate. I'm hesitant to leave, even though I've been here a couple of hours. I feel like I got my walking in for today, so I was out there, at least 2 hours, so that's good for me. I guess I better head on home, but I'm reluctant to leave here because it's just so peaceful and so quiet, and I have it to myself, and I'm really enjoying sitting here and just watching. There's some kind of a lot of birds diving in the water over there. I should get my binoculars because they're kind of far away. So they must be feeding over there on some fish, obviously. But it is just beautiful. Glad you could join me. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Okay, so here's a map of Tomales Bay so you get an idea. Here's the Pacific Ocean. And there's hiking on Kehoe Beach. It's been a number of years, but I've been there. And Abbott's Lagoon's got some nice hiking. There's like a Tomales Point hike somewhere around here. It's like 10 miles. I did that years ago. But this morning I drove along this side of Tomales Bay. This is Tomales Bay. And so I came in from up here and drove down here, and I think I'm somewhere in this area right here. Because I could see Hog Island, so I think I'm right here. When I lived in Marin, I spent most of my time on this side, so I'm not as familiar with the eastern side. So this restaurant, Tony's Seafood, is still around. I did not realize that it was established so long ago. It's been 77 years in business. Most of those years operated by one family. And so here's a picture of the Marshall Tavern in 1971 New Year's party.